Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between IMFTW and Axeltoss on Frost, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Axeltoss. Apparently, he's on Twitch. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is IMFTW. I am for the win? Is that what this means here, buddy? I don't know. Axeltoss says not streaming at the moment. Ah, bummer. Bummer, bad times, bummer, bad times. That's okay. That's okay. You're getting cast on Falcon Paladin's channel. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Axeltoss. I'll have to tag you in the tweet on this, I think, if I remember to do so, because I assume you're on Twitter, because all those Twitch people are on the Twitters. Okay, so Axeltoss is going for a very standard 1-gate expand. Should get an assimilator. There it is. Assimilator on the way, avoiding them D-snipers. Stream snipers, I assume that what that means. For those of you unfamiliar, if you're on Twitch, he's at work. That's awesome. If you're on Twitch, people can pull up your stream and see what you're doing as they're playing you. It happens with Hearthstone. It happens, I assume, with like Call of Duty and stuff. Pants on. Not necessarily, says Axeltoss. This is a great conversation. I love this. We might just watch this, honestly, but we're not going to. All right, so this is MidRank Madness. For those of you unfamiliar, it is my weekly examination of silver. Nope. Of gold, platinum, and diamond level replays sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. And what I will do is send all of them to my screeners. They will let me know which ones are the very best ones, and I will cast those. This one was voted very heavily as being an excellent game to cast, so we're going to do it. Hey, everybody wins. IMFTW, looks like he did go pool first. No, that's a hatch first. Hatch into an extractor into a pool. So nothing weird there. Axeltoss looks all the world like he's going. He did have 2 workers on the gas for a second there. I think that might be an adept opening. We'll have to see. And then, whoa, IMFTW goes for the 3rd hatch to the northeast of his natural, then cancels it. Brings his drone back down and just starts it mining. So I had some second thoughts there. That's something you will see at the lower levels is, do I feel comfortable going a 3-hatch opener? I mean, it's not after pool, right? So you don't have to worry about that. But are you comfortable going a 3-hatch opener against this opponent, Protoss, who you have not scouted at all, right? That's something you have to keep in mind here, is he's blind. Yeah, he's sending an Overlord to the right location, but it's not there yet. There's a little Christmas tree down here. What? Is that new? There's a Christmas tree like to this lower ledge just outside Axeltoss's main to the left side. It's got a light on the top. It's got lights all over it. It's got little boxes underneath. That's adorable. Look at that. Anyway, Overlord does scout in, sees what's going on, sees where the opponent is for Axeltoss, and there is an adept coming out. One adept has never killed a Zerg player by itself, but if you get enough drone kills, you can actually make yourself a hero here. Some slowlings heading out. Don't get the surround. Don't get the surround. Ah, got the surround. Oh, and the adept wasted some precious moments there trying to get out of the surround, and so didn't attack because it had a move command, and then died after killing A-Ling. I think that's A-Ling. Yeah, I think that's A-Ling. Anyway, so these lings are coming up. They're slowlings. They're the worst units in the game. I don't think they can get much damage done, especially because of the mothership core out and another adept back home here in the natural. There's a forge, and Axeltoss walls it off. Beautiful. Gets a gateway to finish off the wall with the forge, and the adept should be holding the line. Instead, the adept is chasing after these lings, almost like she doesn't know what happened to her sister. And she should. She should, because they're all connected through the Kala, right? I played through the Legacy of the Void campaign. I know this lore. Anyway, Stalker trying to chase this Overlord out of the main base. Zap, zap, zap. Well, I don't think we'll be able to kill it before the Overlord escapes into the dead space behind the natural. Maybe. You know what? The Stalker has a few more hits, and bam, gets the kill. Nicely done, Stalker. Does supply block IMFTW. Bad news for the Zerg player. Roachwarn coming up for IMFTW right at the front door. I can't call him IMFTW anymore. Too many syllables, and they don't roll. So it's it's FTW. I don't know. We'll see what comes off of the mouth here when I do it from now on. Axeltoss is going for a robotics facility. I like that choice against Zerg. So many good things you can do. Immortals, really good against Roaches. And Disruptors can be excellent, like against a Roach Hydra combination with Ravagers that we've seen before. 3rd base on the way for Axeltoss. I like Axeltoss's Moxie. That's a little bit early for a 3rd, but I like it. I like it. Basically says I can handle anything the Zerg player throws at me in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to get up a superior economy. I'm going to defend it with cannons and walls here behind this mineral line at the 3rd. Stalker going to get another Overlord kill? No. Stalker does not, but prevents an Overlord from scouting across this bottom path just fine. Speedlings want to kill this Stalker. Speedlings coming along this bottom path, this narrow area. Come on, where are you, Stalker? They don't find him. They don't find the Stalker. Hydralisk Den on the way for IMFTW, so maybe we'll see some Lurkers. Lurker's good. Lurker's good against Protoss. IMFTW trying to get unsupply blocked. Has 4 Overlords in production at once, but they're not even close to done yet. Axeltoss is going Warp Prism. That takes a lot of Moxie to go Warp Prism as well at these lower levels, because you lose that thing. It's a huge investment, especially if you've got Disruptors in there or Immortals in there. It's just a bad feel. It is a bad feel. Observer scouting along this bottom south side for Axeltoss. Protoss Ground Armor level 1 on the way for Axeltoss. And a Twilight Council coming up a little bit late. But maybe used for Blink, maybe going for Storm, maybe going for Archons. I like all of these choices very, very much. Yep, frontline Evolution Chamber, Roach-Worn Evolution Chamber here, blocking off the way into the natural base, which just means it can be sniped off as well from an attacking force from the Protoss player. So I don't know about this positioning. It's 43 to 50 Harvesters. Axeltoss has been eating his Wheaties and working on his macro. That's beautiful. APM for these guys is about over 200 for Axeltoss, about 100 on average for FTW, but closer to 150 as we're getting more into the swing of things in this game. I know, APM doesn't mean everything. I just kind of like to take a look at it once or twice throughout the game. Zealot Warp in here at the bottom of the map, and Lings show up and absolutely massacre that group. No, the Warp Prism pickup saves them. And Axeltoss is moving on with his attack, even though FTW knows it's coming, or should know that it's coming, and is throwing down some Spine Crawlers to defend against the attack here. Yeah, defending very well with some Roaches mixed in as well. Overlord does scout the presence of the 3rd about 2 minutes after it already came up. So again, late scouting is kind of a hallmark of these lower levels. A couple Zealots come in, and the Roaches recognize it. The Roaches recognize what's going on inside this mineral line, and they're going right after the Roaches. The Zealots trying to take down a Spore Crawler, and that doesn't work because there's only 2 of them. In that situation, if you are Zealots and you're in a mineral line and there are Roaches that are going to kill you, kill drones. Shift-click attack on the drones, so they attack them instead of the Roaches. That's what their focus is, and I think you'll be in a much, much better spot. Warp Prism back home, unloading some Zealots, and an Immortal decided not to continue with the attack, not continue pressing that. A small attack of Lings and Roaches and Hydras are here, but the Hydras, taking down this Mothership Core that's out in the middle of nowhere. No, Mothership Core, get out! Oh, Hydras hit so hard. Boof! Time Warp. Manages to do its thing, but the Mothership Core is already too dead. Alright, so good defensive warp in here for Axeltoss. Got Stalkers, got Zealots, got Immortals. And heading on out to tap the Zelnaga Watchtower and find this little hidden Zerg army to the north. Kill them. Get in there, Axeltoss. Yeah, get Force Fields. Oh, Force Fields everything inside. Oh no, that is terrible. Immortals just tearing through these Roaches. Adept killing the Lings. Axeltoss. Brilliant, gorgeous move. One of the better ones I've seen in MidRank Madness. Well done. Indeed. Expanding to the north of the 3rd base. It is a 4th base for Axeltoss. And FTW is getting a 4th base of his own to the north. So they're very mirroring each other. The map, or the positioning of these bases are very mirrored. Anyway, what do we got? DTs. Axeltoss going DT. Splitting a couple of them off to head to the south. I don't know where they're going. These two definitely try to get into the 3rd or something, but there's an Overseer with this army because FTW is prepared for this. And the DT just keeps walking, walks right through that 3rd base and says no, because an attack from Axeltoss is here. He decides to retreat as well. And Overseer leaves this 3rd base open and exposed. DT is taking a very roundabout path to try to attack. They're taking the very southern attack path and stopping before they go anywhere else. DT, get in there. Get in there before the Spore Crawler comes up. Oh, these DTs, they're very sneaky. They're finally sneaking here into the natural base. No Spore Crawlers here yet. Oh, they're going to be here soon, though, but not before a bunch of drones are going to die. A lot of drones dying here. Queen manages to figure out what's going on, but the DTs do a lot of DPS. Queen running for her life. That's what she needs to do. And then turning their attention to the Spore Crawler. 2 DTs can take down the Spore pretty darn quickly. And bam, Spore is gone. Invisible. Queen gets killed here as well. One DT moves on into the main base, where there is a spore and a couple spines, so his lifespan is very short indeed. This DT has 5 kills, killing drones like there's no tomorrow. Where's the Overseer, says FTW. What's happening? There it is. There it is. Workers killed 11 by Axeltoss at 65 to 82 Harvesters. Axeltoss killing it. More DTs all in here inside the third base. Yeah, there's an Overseer. Yeah, there's a Spore Crawler, but nothing here that can really kill the DT except for a Queen. But that's enough to make the TT run away. A lot of static defense. Too much static defense here for FTW here at the fourth base. It's affecting his drones mining. He's got a Spore, a Spine, a Spine, a Spore, and a Spine. Woo! That is some overkill right there. I mean, I know you're worried about DTs, but position them on the outside of the mineral patches so your drones aren't all stuck. And I mean, these drones are having to mine from the backside of that mineral patch, which is never great. All right, so FTW is working on this Roach, Hydra, Ravager stuff. Actually, does he have any Roaches left over? He does. He has 6 Roaches. He might turn them all into Ravagers, though, based on what we're seeing here. DT at the Zelnaga Watchtower gets destroyed. And the army for Axeltoss looking pretty good. I like the Zealots mixed in. I like the Stalkers. I love the Immortals. Wait, Axeltoss, you just... I think Axeltoss is base racing this thing. He's just letting this Roach, Ravager, Hydra army destroy his third. There is nothing here to defend it whatsoever. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right, here we go. Army for Axeltoss getting rid of a potential 5th base to the right of the main here. It's underway and it's gone now. Yep, 3rd base, 3rd Nexus destroyed very quickly by FTW with +2/+2. Axeltoss has +1/+1, but a lot more DPS on Stalkers and Immortals than there are on Roaches. So really attacking this front door very well. Zealot's getting cleaned out pretty quickly. Couple of Mutas pop on out to get destroyed by the Stalkers here at the natural base. Army for FTW pushing into the natural of Axeltoss as well. We are mirroring each other. Roach Warren is gone. Axeltoss is actually supply blocked at this point. FTW is working on 9 Mutas. That's huge. 9 Mutas would be very big in this scenario. All right, so Mutas are assisting with their DPS, killing all of the probes here at the natural. Axeltoss losing workers like there's no tomorrow. 40 to 66 Harvesters, though. Axeltoss is still up. He's killed this natural base. He's pushing up into the main as well, killing some drones that are long distance mining obliviously. Some Zealots going after the spawning pool. Muta's here to deal with that, but I don't know if the Mutas can... Oh, all right. All right, so Axeltoss is expanding the top right. I think he might try to throw up some cannons or something to defend because his main base is gone. This army is going after the Nexus. They're focusing down gateways and warp gates and robotics facilities and pushing on up through. Here is Axeltoss killing the 3rd. I don't know why he didn't get rid of the main. Seems like an oversight on Axeltoss's part. All right, who's going to come out on top here? But oh, same story though. FTW does not fully... Okay, he does leave a small group of units to take out these final buildings, but I don't know if he sees this little pocket of probes down here in the bottom left. Oh, the Mutas for FTW find the secret 6 base on the top right. Oh no, all these probes are going to die very quickly. The 4 Harvesters left for Axeltoss. How? No, that's not true. Oh, for the Zerg player, 4 and 50 for Axeltoss. Somehow Axeltoss has a lot of stuff here. But Roaches and Ravagers finding the 5th base, while more and more hatcheries are falling as well for FTW. Again, you have to kill the main if you're going to base race Axeltoss. I highly recommend you follow this strategy. And the probes are alive. The probes are alive for Axeltoss, and he has a ton of money in the bank. He's got 4,000 minerals and 2,900 gas. So if he can take down FTW's army, which I feel like he has a pretty good chance of doing, he's got the Stalker, well, 15 Stalkers to 12 Mutas. Maybe not great ratio. Maybe not a great ratio, but he's got the Immortals. I don't know. This is close. This is really close. Axeltoss swinging away with his Mutas at the 6th base. That was not long for the world. Secret Nexus being thrown down by Axeltoss. Make it a 7th base at the bottom left next to his main. Finally, Axeltoss shows up at the main base. Kills a macro hatch and a lair that is here. Bunch of Overlords too. FTW is now severely supply blocked. He's going to lose that Spire. He doesn't have much money anyway. I don't know. He could have made maybe 5, 6 more Mutas, but not anymore as he has supply blocked, and the Spire is being focused down very quickly. Everything in the top right by Axeltoss is getting destroyed. There's a Cybernetics core and a bunch of pylons here as well. Roaches and Hydras. Oh, they found the secret hidden stuff inside the main. Axeltoss tried to reestablish. Probes hiding as well, getting caught out in the open, running for their lives. A few of them do manage to survive. The thing about FTW's army is that It's a little bit fragmented. He has a small group of units down here that could get obliterated pretty easily by this army that is coming this way. Axeltoss is heading back to his main, possibly trying to clean out that infestation inside his main. Can he get it? Structures tab. There is a hatchery left for FTW. Where is it? Ah, he planted it in the very north. Not even at a base. Not even at a base. That's an interesting move indeed. Alright, so, I mean, Axeltoss is playing defense right now, which is not a great strategy when it comes to base races. I know it's scary. I know it's scary to get out there and find stuff. Oh, the mutas are here. The mutas are here. Guardian Shield comes up. Great play. Don't lose anything. All right, so the mutas back on off away from the secret 7th base. They kind of try to fly in there and see like they're going to do something, but a lot of these mutas are very low on health, and another Guardian Shield comes up. Sentries proving their worth for sure. FTW just being annoying with these mutas while FTW expands once again to the top left. Doing a pretty good job with that, but it's 1 to 15 harvesters. FTW is not actually mining while Axeltoss is. These mutas... Oh, no, I don't think they were supposed to attack there. I don't know that they were, but oh, a lot of them got killed at the 7th base. 7 mutas are remaining. I'm not sure if it's actually enough. FTW with the Hydras... catching a Warp Prism that flew right past them. Here comes FTW pushing into this base. Not great pathing here by Axeltoss. He's kind of stuck behind his own Nexus, and it's an amazing concave from FTW, killing these cannons before they even warp in. The Nexus is gone as well. Guardian Shield is up for Axeltoss. The Immortals desperately trying to put in work as they can, but the Stalkers are not enough. I don't know if the Stalkers are enough, but FTW retreating here while the Immortal continues to put in work. 20 kills on that Immortal, 16 on that one before it dies. Axeltoss is not rebuilt their base and is being revealed, and his army is being slowly massacred. 49 to 11 total harvesters, and that's it. A GG. GG by Axeltoss. Axeltoss is defeated, and IMFTW is victorious. Wow. That was an exciting last couple of minutes there. The base race, excellent. Again, I just feel like maybe Axeltoss' decision to hide like he was, maybe not the greatest, but it's just so hard. It's so hard. This Ravager, Hydra, Muta stuff was really good for FTW versus what we were seeing from Axeltoss. The Mutas alone were very, very excellent. The Immortals were good, but there are only 2 of them, and the Stalker is almost useless against a Roach, Hydra, Ravager composition. Yeah, good against the Mutas, but when it came right on down to it, they were not that great. So, tough one. Tough loss there by Axeltoss, but it was close. Take some solace in that. All right, so that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Thanks again to my patrons, 19 Day, Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Pedro Botsaras, Robert Farmer, KN, Keith Garlow, Matt Meermans, Hekon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboin, Alexandros Konaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Complex, Clayton Knight, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Jan Kodera, Bo Brissett, Kale Anderson, Pushpak Eledu, Trevor Smith, Men Hadayan, Rajiv Bhatt, Bakberti, and Sikopatara. All right. Thank you so much again. Link at the top right, and goodbye.